We play and call it work. Warhammer 40k Incursion Battle Report.
MiniWarGaming Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com, here with Luka behind the camera. Welcome, Wargamers, to another set of Incursion Battle Reports. Today, it's going to be myself fielding two different kinds of Chaos Space Marine armies. I got Agents of Bile and World Eaters versus Necron's versus Luka's Necrons and Sisters of Battle. Let's take a look at the armies that we're fielding and the awesomeness that is about to ensue. Here are the armies that we're using in this battle report. The first one will be Agents of Bile versus the Adeptus Auroritas. That's the first game. For Vault members, the second game will be Necrons versus these World Eaters. There is a link in the video description below for you guys to check out that game once we have finished this first Incursion battle. Now let's take a look at the details of this army. For my 1,000 points of Agents of Bile, we of course have FABIUS Bile leading this as the Warlord in this army. And for those of us who may not remember, FABIUS Bile has this awesome ability called the Enhanced Warriors, which allows me to, at the end of the movement phase, if I'm within 6 inches of another Heretic Astartes infantry unit, I can enhance them, and I roll a die on a chart, and it's either going to be +1 strength, toughness, or attacks. Now because I've also fielded this Surgeon Acolyte, I can actually move that result up and down 1 or 2. Most likely it's going to be +1 toughness though. That's my favorite one that I like to choose. And no matter what I roll, I get to choose that because I can move the result up and down. The Creations of Bile Legion trait allows me to add +1 movement and strength to my infantry and bikers and hellbrutes. So I happen to have 3 of those types of units in my army. So they will now be +1 strength and movement, which is pretty sweet, especially for bikes. And let's face it, for everything. Everything can benefit from that. But this is a patrol detachment, and my first troops choice is a squad of 10 Chaos Space Marines. What you see is what you get on these guys. They have their chain swords, which we're using the new rules for. It's -1 on these weapons. And they have an autocannon in there. There's a plasma gun, and then we got a plasma pistol and a chain axe on the champion. They will be riding in a rhino. For my second troops choice, I have some cultists, and they have auto guns. Over here on the right for fast attack, I have 5 Mark of Khorne bikers. There is a Mark of Dave on the champion there. He doesn't have that axe, he actually has a power fist. There is an Icon of Wrath on them, and they are equipped with their chain swords as well. They're going to be, they want to get into close combat. That's their goal in life. For my Hellbrute, WYSIWYG on him, we got a power fist and multi-melta. In the back, as a flyer, we got a HELDRAKE, this time equipped with his Hades autocannon, as opposed to the regular Baleflamer I typically bring on him. And then in the back, we have Defi, well, Defi's brother. This is his kind of, his stunt, his twin. This isn't Defi, it's another one that looks like him. Reaper autocannon, battle cannon, Scourge, and just anger on the battlefield. That's my 1,000 points. Let's take a look at the Sisters.
This is pretty close to 1,000 points Sisters of Battle. I'm playing our Martyr Lady, but I typically always play is what they're painted as. I am running a patrol as well. I only have the 1 troop choice, but in the middle we have our Warlord. I try to use as many of the newer models as I can, and I just don't like the build we have on the newer Cannonesses. I like my Cannoness to be up the front leading, cutting down the heretics as the army moves forth. So she is going to be filled with Righteous Rage as her Warlord trait, and she's going to have the Wrath of the Emperor as her army relic. Again, I know that I love every single relic the Sisters have, but this is, for whatever reason, I love this freaking pistol. It is so cool. I just cannot not take it. I took it once in one game, or I didn't take it once in one game, and I was like, I wish I had the Wrath. I wish I had the Wrath. I mean, I'd have so much more fun if I was having the Wrath. So I just take the Wrath of the Emperor.
Now you got the Wrath. Now you can have some fun.
No, I just have it. I'm always just gonna take it. I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna take it. It's my favorite relic. Don't know why. I just love it. So she's the Warlord. We have an elite choice beside her in the form of a Preacher. He's going to be supporting the Sister Repentia. And then onto the troops. We have a 6 lady squad because of points. We do have a heavy bolter in there, and the Sister Superior will have a power sword and a combi flamer, and then 4 with bolt guns. Trying to keep it as what you see is what you get as I can. We are going to have 3 mortifiers behind them. I think I recently found out that the Anchorites are the ones entombed in the sarcophagus. Now, unfortunately, all of ours were built that way except for that one on the left. So I'm going to have to just point out which one I'll be playing as the Anchorite for this game. And they're going to have a flail and a buzzsaw each, because that's how they're modeled, and they all have heavy flamers. And then we're going to go with the Retributor squad, which is going to be my heavy hitting unit, a good support unit. They are probably going to be a one and done type unit. They're going to pop out, kill something, and probably die in return, unless I can find a way to keep them safe while doing so. They are going to have a heavy flamer on one, 3 multi-meltas, and the superior is going to have a combi flamer on her with a power sword as well. And I had a few points left over, so I threw in the Armorium Cherub as well. They're going to be riding in an immolator with the immolation weapon on top. I could have adjusted the points a little bit to get the multi-meltas, but I felt like I really wanted this one, and I liked where all of my other points were allocated, so I just stuck with that. I would have had to use an older model as well. Again, I wanted to try and stick with the newer models if I possibly could, so that's why I'm using the flamers on top here instead of the new multi-meltas, but I got them represented in the list still, so you'll see them in action. The Sisters got a nice buff with that Space Marine Codex update. Heavy flamers got better, multi-meltas got better, heavy bolters got better. That is the Holy Trinity. That is the Sisters of Battle, right? So they're gonna see a lot of nice play in the future. Anyone who has a Sisters of Battle army is gonna be quite happy with those changes. We have Repentia. We have 8 of them. They're gonna be riding in a Rhino. They're gonna have a Repentia Superior with them, and the Preacher's gonna be hanging out with them as well. And lastly, we have a 5 sister squad of Seraphim. We have the Superior with a Power Sword Plasma Pistol, because that's what it's modeled with. And there is one Mark of Dave here. I got one sister with Infernal Pistols, and then the one with the Hand Flamers is actually going to be Infernal Pistols as well. So I got 2 sets of 2 Infernal Pistols and 2 in the back with Bolt Pistols. And that is my list.
The mission today is Eternal War Incursion, Divide and Conquer. This mission has 4 objectives, 2 labeled A and 2 labeled B. Each are placed 10 inches from the center of the battlefield. The primary objective is Take and Hold, which is progressive. At the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for each of the following conditions they satisfy, for a maximum of 15 victory points. They control 1 or more objective markers. They control 2 or more objective markers. They control more objective markers than their opponent controls. This primary objective cannot be scored in the first battle round. The Divide and Conquer secondary objective is Lines of Demarcation, which is progressive. It states, at the end of your turn, you score 4 victory points if you control both objective markers labeled A, or 2 victory points if you control both objective markers labeled B.
For secondary objectives, I have chosen the one from the mission, which is Lines of Demarcation. So just so you guys are aware, this one and that one are labeled A, this one and that one are labeled B. So we'll hopefully get those. I chose that. I also chose Bring It Down because Luka has a good amount of vehicles. You got 5 vehicles in total there.
Yeah, they're all worth 2 in this case.
And then I chose Attrition because I want to kill more than you. So pretty simple.
Should be pretty easy, you know, toughness 3 army, not the hardest. We hit kind of hard, but I mean, so do you. So.
Yeah. What did you choose?
I went with Lines of Demarcation as well. I typically like to go with the mission one, so all the missions aren't the exact same, right? You want to try and show off the secondaries of the missions, even though they might not be the best for you. I also went with Engage on all fronts because I do have a lot of vehicles and rhinos, and I have the Seraphim, so I will be able to get around, hopefully, even though it is a lot harder in an incursion-sized game. Which in a patrol, Incursion is the right one. I was thinking of combat patrol, but that's even less. Mm-hmm. And the last one I went with was, I also went with Bring It Down, yeah. Because pretty much have the same points of vehicles, but Dave's are a lot scarier than mine, so I do have to take his out.
Hey, Mortifier's pretty scary.
Mortifiers are scary, that's true, yeah. The Mortifiers are scary. I have to focus on that Defiler and HELDRAKE, though. And those are worth 3 points each, so that should help.
Mm-hmm. Huge thanks to the following terrain companies for providing the terrain and mat for this battle. Starting off with Table War. This is one of their new size mats. Super cool. A lava terrain. I love this themed type of terrain and mat. We have Greenleaf terrain for the pieces in the middle, and then we have Terrainaholic for the larger pieces on the side. Just a reminder for Silver Vault members, you gain access to discount codes. We have nearly 30 of them right now in the vault, one of which is Table War that you get discounts for when you make purchases on their store. So be sure to check that out. If you're not a Silver Vault member, we have a link in the video description below direct to that page to see which companies are included on that list. Rolling for Attacker, Defender. I will choose Defender. Looking at the deployment here, I chose as the Defender to start deploying on this side because there was this large terrain piece here, so I figured it would help me with some line of sight blockage. And then let's see, we got my Chaos Space Marines inside the Rhino with FABIUS Bile and a Surgeon Acolyte right outside and behind. My Cultists out front with my HELDRAKE right looming above them. I got my Defiler with my Hellbrute on this side because of what's on the opposite end. And then I have my Bikers. They are in reserve. I actually spent a command point for a strategic reserve so that they can come on later on. I want them to hit hard something that is disembarked from a transport. That's the goal. What you got, Luka?
So on my end for deployment, I've got my Repentia with the Preacher and the Superior, the Mortifiers. We have my Warlord, the Cannoness, and the Retributor squad in the Immolator here, and then my Battle Sister squad. And then I chose to put the Seraphim in reserve. They're gonna show up with their jump packs and, you know, blast away the chaos, the heretic. I hope, you know, maybe
Something like that.
something like that. Maybe they'll defend my territory. Who knows?
So you got some sacred rites to do?
I do. I got to roll for Sacred Rites. I don't have to roll for it. I could pick one, but I always roll it just because I find it more fun.
Is it not true also that you get 2 if you roll?
I get 2, but if I roll double, then I get double. I don't get to re-roll if I get double. So I don't want to roll doubles. 6 and a 4. I also don't want the Light of the Emperor, I believe it's called.
Did you get Light of the Emperor?
No, sorry, no, not Light of the Emperor. It was Aegis of the Emperor is the one I don't want. I did not get that. I got Divine Guidance and I got Light of the Emperor. I get to re-roll morale dice when I take morale checks for Light of the Emperor, and Divine Guidance. Whenever I roll a 6 to wound, unmodified 6 to wound with a ranged attack, it's an additional AP.
Oh,
It's not bad, sure. Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty good.
Like, you know, bolt guns and all that, getting AP on 6 to wound, flamer, like pretty much all my weapons get it. Any time I roll a 6 to wound with a ranged attack, I get an extra AP if they have the Sacred Rite rule, which is everything except for the Mortifiers and the Preacher, I think.
Rolling to see is gonna go first.
Whee!
Getting a 3 and a
Ooh, a
3.
a reroll.
Reroll
2,
2 and a
1.
1. Which one do you want?
See, I don't like making the decision. I'd honestly rather not go first, but I could make a grab for a couple of objectives right away. So I think there's a couple really bad things that could happen if I go first and some die rolls don't go my way. I think I'm gonna go first anyways, just to get into a position. That's a 5. There's gonna be an issue though.
It's interesting because I feel good if I go second, and I also feel good if I go first.
See, I feel good if I go second, yeah. And if I go first, I'm not gonna do much if I go first, other than get into a position to do some cool stuff.
So you don't feel as good going first?
Right. No, I think I'm going to go... I think I am just... Oh, it's so tough. Man, I think I'm just going to go second. Yeah, I'm just going to go second.
Ooh, interesting.
I have no crazy ambitions for first.
Okay. Beginning of Agents of Bile, turn 1, I get a command point, bring me back up to 6 because I had to spend that 1 to put my bikes in reserve. And it's funny because I'm looking at the objectives here, and the secondary lines of demarcation. I do have the potential to actually hold all 4 objectives at the end of my turn, which would score me 6 victory points. However, if I do that, very, very vulnerable. And
Yes.
Luka is able to just come out, to destroy stuff, and be really close to him, which is why I see now why he gave me the first turn.
That's kind of the bait, yeah. I see Dave can go for all the objectives right away, but that'll give my army the opportune position to be in to counterattack.
And here's the other thing too, because you have your multi-meltas and your Retributor squad, you could, heck, if you went first, you could come out and just go up front and, you know, you're still inside your Immolator or whatever the vehicle is called.
That's an Immolator, yeah.
And then I would have to pop that open first and then hopefully, you know, be able to kill the guys inside, or the gals inside. So like, it's tough. It's actually super tough. So now that I look at the board, as much as I want to go first all the time, the corn in me wants to go first. I'm looking at it, and we got to score some points here. So that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit of a challenge. So I've come up with a battle plan. I'm actually going to forego trying to hold these objectives. I think it's wise if I don't focus on them.
Gonna hang back and shoot guns.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't expect you to want to do that, so I'm hoping that doesn't work out.
my goal is to open up this Immolator so that your Retributors have limited movement. And I'm going to do that by moving my vehicles over here in such a way where they can all shoot at it, and hopefully I can do some significant damage to it.
Right. So my biggest fear of going first was I'd rush on all the objectives. I don't have the capability of staying back like Dave does. So had I gone first, I would have probably had to go forward to the objectives, and I was too afraid of this getting popped close to the Chaos Warriors able to charge the Retributors inside. So I'm hoping that it doesn't get destroyed by the shooting here, and I can still do something with it next turn.
Going to move my Hellbrute up 6 inches. He can actually move 9 now that he's an Agent of Bile, but that's pre-measured. That's within range of that Immolator. I don't need to move my Defiler, so I'm going to keep him there. I am going to move my HELDRAKE in such a way where it can see. I guess technically I can see because of the wing, which is kind of silly. I don't like doing that because it feels wrong. So I'm gonna come over here.
Well, what's its goal this turn?
My goal is to shoot you.
Doesn't it have the Bale Flamer?
Nope, and it has the.
Oh, it doesn't have the Bale Flamer?
No, it has the autocannon.
Wild.
It's equipped with it, but it's
Right.
markadaved for the autocannon.
You're just trying out the autocannon?
I'm just trying it out. Like,
Okay.
honestly, just trying it out. Like, I never bring it, but, you know,
That's wild.
we'll see what happens. Before we forget, let's roll for a Miracle Dice.
Miracle Die, beginning the battle round. I got a 3.
And you got nothing that can change that, right? You can't re-roll it or anything?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. So, my Chaos Space Marines are going to disembark from the Rhino, and I'm going to actually embark the Rhino with these cultists. Try something different. And now I'm going to move my Rhino up to this objective. Because of the extra movement I have with the Agents of Bile with these guys, they disembarked within 3, and then they are wholly within 3, and then they moved their 7 as opposed to 6, which enabled them to look on the other side of this rock so they can see the immolator. I'm also going to move my Rhino up this way, and I'll go just enough so I can be within 3 of that, and I'll pop smoke with them.
Okay.
Now I'm going to advance FABIUS Bile over here. My goal is to get them so that all of these Chaos Space Marines are wholly within 6 so that I can enhance them. 4. That'll be enough. That brings them there. All of these Chaos Space Marines are wholly within 6. Now I will roll for Advanced Warriors. Rolling for Advanced Warriors, I gotta roll a d6. On a 1, a guy dies.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so one of these guys back here will die.
Oh, it's like my Destroyer rule. No matter what, you get the enhancement, but you suffer an ill effect on a 1.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to roll a die now and see what happens. So that's toughness, a natural roll of +1 toughness, which I will just simply give them.
Yeah, the T5, Strength 5, Movement 7 now.
Yeah. Now on to the shooting phase. Let's start here with the Chaos Space Marines. I'll start with the autocannon there, firing at your immolator. On second thought, I'm going to actually not go first with them. I'll go first with the Held Brute because of his multi-melta. So let's shoot into you first. This now has 2 shots, so I'll hit on 3s.
Big upgrade.
2 hits.
Double hits already.
And then 3s to wound, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, wow, double 2.
I will command point reroll one of those.
Right, go down to 5.
That's a wound. And then you got your Shield of Faith 6-up invuln save.
I do. Shield of Faith. Not today.
All right, so that's 2 plus d6 damage.
Correct.
That's 6 damage. That's a good start. Oh, scratch that, my bad. That's only if it's within half range, which is not. So you take 4 damage for that.
Down to 6.
Now for the bolter inside the fist there. That's 4 hits and 5 to wound.
Yikes.
Getting 3.
I'm going to go ahead and take 1 damage.
I'm going to go next with the Heldrake. Got 4 shots with the autocannon, Hades autocannon. So 4 shots here, hitting on 4s.
Huh. Stop.
That's all hits.
Doesn't matter if he's a demon ninja if you roll hits with everything.
So just so we're clear, I'm not demon forging this guy, so just straight up hits, and then 4s to wound, yeah? No, 3s to wound because of strength 8.
Strength 8, yep.
And it made a difference, so that's 3 wounds.
-1, so I have 4 up saves. I'm not going to worry about it. It's too much. I take 2 damage. It's down to 3.
Next, I'll go with the Chaos Space Marine squad, because the goal here is if I pop it, then I can pie plate it with Deafy shots into the Retributors that come out. So this time, yes, I am going to spend another one for veterans. I might as well. Starting with the autocannon, got 4 shots with that, hitting on 4s because I moved.
Yeah.
Getting 2 hits, and then wounding you on 3s because it would have been 4s normally. That's 2 wounds for that.
AP 1, so I got 4 ups. I take 1 damage. He's got 2 wounds left.
And for the plasma, I only have 1 shot there. I will supercharge it so it brings it up to 2 damage. And hitting on a 3, that's a hit.
2 to wound.
2 to wound because of veterans. And that's a wound.
All right. That is going to be a 6 up. I'm going to command point it just because I need to. I failed, double 1. Boom, dead.
Boom.
Does it explode?
Oh, that's where
There's
the
the
6
6. D3 damage to them. It kills 2 of them off.
Oh, wow.
We'll lay down those 2 ladies, and then this is what I was worried about, folks. Right. So this, not ideal, I have to roll 6 dice, and if I roll any, I do not want to roll any 1s here. Yeah, the only other option I had, guys, was to, that's why I wanted the side Dave's on, because I wanted that giant rock to protect against all the shooting.
This thing?
Yeah, not a lot of protection on this side. The other option I had was to go first and rush everything forward and pop smoke and hope that would have saved me. In hindsight, that was obviously the better choice, but because this didn't work out. And I'm gonna roll a 1. That sucks. That means 1's gonna die. That means it's gonna be 1 in cover. I don't wanna lose. We're gonna lose the Sister Superior.
Makes sense. Now it's time for Defiler to go. I'll spend a command point on Demon Forge.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the battle cannon first. Did I just kill myself out of 6?
I never had 6.
Oh, was it 5? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go for battle cannon shots. Getting a 5.
Oof.
Hitting you on 4s, re-rolling.
Ooh, barely needing it. The accuracy of the bile today is wild.
It is actually pretty wild. It's not, so these are 2 to wound.
Yeah, 2 to wound.
And re-rolling the misses, which is 3 of them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that's 5.
Eh? Okay, well, I might be 2 if I recall.
Yep.
So I got 2 ladies in cover. I'll start with the heavy flamer. Yeah, start 1 at a time with the heavy flamer. -2, she's got a 2 up, so she's okay. So we're looking for 4s here. I've already used the command point, so she's dead. And how many more? 2, 3 more?
Yep.
Yeah, 3 more. I'll start with her. 4, 4. She's dead as well. And then the last one is a 5. It kills another one.
Now for the Reaper auto cannon, hitting on 4s, re-rolling. So that's 3 hits, and now wounding on 2s once again, and re-rolling misses. So that's 3 wounds.
So 3 wounds. She's got a 4 up against that, and she is dead as well.
And there's the squad. That's it for my turn.
Yeah.
Fantastic turn, obviously. That was
outstanding. That was
exactly as planned, right? Like that never happens. It's like, okay, this is my goal. Like, okay, I got like 50% there. Like I did a little damage, but this is one of those rare instances where it's just like, dang, holy.
I do owe you a morale check on them. They roll 3, I'll re-roll it. This is for the fun of it, because I get a miracle die if I roll 1s. They couldn't fail, so I wanted to, that's with my sacred right. So I get a miracle die, I got a 6.
End of the battle round now, scoring victory points. I don't hold the objectives in the middle in order to get my secondary, which is fine. That was part of the plan. I do get Bring It Down because I killed that immolator, which will score at the end of the game. Mm-hmm. And then the other secondary, which is attrition, we score at the end of the battle round. So we'll see if Luka can kill enough to tie me or actually kill more than me.
Because I'm our martyred lady, I would have got a miracle die when either one of those 2 units died. I would have gained a 3 in addition to that. Well, I'm going to gain a command point. I'm going to go back up to 6 because I used a reroll last turn. Honestly, folks, the only hope I have is just to run forward with everything and hopefully not fail saves, and we'll see if we can get there.
Corn it up.
Yeah, the Rhino going to advance. I get no points, obviously, it's the first battle round of my command phase. I just get that. I just get the, what's it called, command point. So we're just gonna drive this Rhino up. It doesn't need to advance. We're gonna pop smoke on it anyways.
Makes sense.
Just gonna go a little bit past this line, bloop, to there. It'll pop smoke. I don't know if it's shooting phase, but I'll say that now. We're gonna go ahead and advance the mortifiers. I seem to have lost all my dice, or they're blend. Oh, they're right there. Oh, they blended in. They're right here. I cannot remember what they moved, but I'll look it up after rolling. I got a 3. So that is going to be getting them to there, and then the anchorite is this one way in the back here. So advancing there, we are going to probably advance these ladies over here. At least, like, I gotta start getting some points. I'm not killing. I've lost the capability of killing. I'm just gonna walk around, hopefully make saves, and get points. They're gonna move.
Well, your mortifiers are alive. Like, they have killing.
They're alive for now. They're gonna advance. They get to go an extra 3. I believe that is good enough. Let me double check. So 5 to get to there. And then that's gonna give me another 3 inches.
Did they only move 5?
Sorry, no, I get 1 more inch yet.
Yeah, that looks like it's in. Yeah.
I'm off by a little bit. I am not quite there. The measurement's not perfect. I know it's millimeters.
I would say I would totally give that.
I'll keep them back there. It's all right. Boom. If it was a 4, I'd be more confident with that, but that's okay. They fail. They get there, and then we're gonna move her. I don't know, where does she want to go? She wants to keep leading. She's gonna run forward as well. She's just gonna run way to there. And I got no shooting. Everything like the only shooting I would have had got deleted. These guys are, again, I'll say they pop smoke. They advanced. They could not quite get to the objective. And that is all she wrote for my turn. I'm going to hope to weather this turn coming up, and we'll see how that goes for me.
Beginning of Agents of Bile, turn 2. I get 10 victory points for holding 2 objectives, and I gain another command point, bring me back up to 4. Luka.
I get a miracle die, second battle round. Sorry, you can't see that. That's a 6.
That's a 6. First things first, my cultists will disembark from this rhino, and they will move forward a little bit closer to your sisters.
Now, if you leave room for the rhino to move forward, I can charge them to eat the overwatch for the cultists if they want to charge my sisters.
Yes, that's that would be the best play, but these cultists are, they see the devastation that was caused, and that's given them an inhuman amount of confidence.
Oh, they're gonna go in?
They're just gonna go in.
All right.
So there they are, moving forward, and there's a whole gang of cultists.
Oh boy.
My HELDRAKE is gonna move. I'm gonna fly right over there to the back line, if you don't mind grabbing that. Awesome. Let's turn around for dramatic effect. I'll go
there?
Yeah, a little bit closer, just in case wants to charge in. So like super close.
Like just within like unfailable charge range?
Yes.
So pretty much right there.
Yeah. And then Hellbrute moving forward as well. I think my goal this turn is to take out these mortifiers.
I'd say, well, between these two, they're the next biggest threat. Probably the mortifiers, though.
Repentia are great in combat.
They are pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever they charge, they're going to kill. But I got to focus on something, so I think it's important that I do that. I've moved my Chaos Space Marines forward. Here's the thought with these guys. I do have access to a stratagem where I'm able to advance and charge. I don't think I actually need to do that necessarily. I am now holding this objective with OBSEC Marines, so I can take that away from the sisters and still hold it at the end of my turn. So if I'm here, I could possibly hold all of them at the end of my turn, which is fantastic. I think that's great. With my Rhino, I'm going to move back here.
Also a good use.
The reason why is I want to deny you dropping in with your Seraphim. And then I'll move the Defiler over here so that I can be within range of this objective and still be in denial range with everything that I have moved. Now to bring on my bikers. So I can't deploy back in Luka's back line. That'd be ideal. Then I can really deny your Seraphim. But I'm going to go over here instead. They are an insurance policy for these cultists should they not finish off those sisters. And if they do, then I can shoot at the mortifiers instead. There's extra shots on them. I'm going to move FABIUS Bile now. Fabulous Bill will move forward. So my goal there is to possibly, if I need to, use the Master's Watching stratagem, which allows me for these infantry to re-roll their hit rolls in shooting or fight phase. So I got to be wholly within 12, or not wholly. I just need to be within 12 in order to do that. And so we'll see if I need to do it. And so he's there. On to the shooting phase now. Let's start with the Hellbrute into your mortifiers. 2 shots with the Multi-Melta. I hit once. Do I roll the second? So that's what the dice gave me, so let's see if I can wound you on a 3. That's a wound.
I have no save against that, so roll up the damage.
No, I thought you had a 6-up invuln.
No, that's Shield of Faith. That's not on them.
Okay, so they don't have a natural 6-up?
Yeah, they have a 6-up to ignore damage.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They have a way to shrug off wounds.
So definitely within half range, so 2 plus d6 this time.
3 damage?
Now that one I might re-roll.
Yeah, they have 5 wounds each. So you want a 3. You kind of want like a 4-up. Or more, because that 6-up to shrug off.
They got
damage.
a 5-up ignore or a 6-up?
They have a 6-up.
Sure. I'll spend a command point to re-roll this.
Oh, and I'm, by the way, anyone watching, I'm not putting that on my Anchorite because there's no save on that. I'm putting that on the guy in the back here.
Okay, so I'm going to re-roll that damage. 5.
Ooh, a 7.
All right, so 7.
That's 6. I got 6s to shrug damage. I ignore none. Well, I ignore 1, but that's still enough to kill me. I do have a explosion type ability, but it's not good. On a 6, I'd rather not roll. Or maybe it's a 5. Oh, maybe it's a 4. No, Anguish of the Unredeemed.
Oh, no.
On a 4-up, it's Final Vengeance, and each... Oh, okay, never mind. It's each enemy unit within 1 inch. So if we are engaged in combat and you killed me, they have like 1 final lash out.
Gotcha.
Whereas my Warlord is within an inch. She's not an enemy unit, so she's fine. But no, or this guy is like 100% dead, though.
I'm going to move over to the cultists for a bit. So let's see if they can do some damage on the sisters. 20 shots, hitting on 4s. Okay. And now wounding on 4s. 6 wounds.
Okay, so I'm gonna any fails I do will be bulk on, heavy bolter, superior. And you killed
3.
3. So 3. Well, the superior will be alive left.
Yeah.
The last one standing.
With the flamer, yeah?
Combi flamer.
That makes sense. 2 shots from my combi bolter and my rhino into the sister superior. Hitting on 3s, 1 hit, and wounding on a 3. That's a wound.
Ooh, that's a 3-up save. Oh, she's alive.
She is. Just going back here for a sec, I didn't shoot the combi bolter on the HELDRAKE, which I'll do right now. So hitting on 3s, that's 3 hits, and then wounding on 5s. No wounds.
Oh, no.
Now for the HELDRAKE, shooting at the mortifiers down below. 4 shots there. This time, I'm gonna Demon Forge this guy.
Oh, he gonna get the Demon Forge?
You got 5 wounds apiece?
Yes. Yes, they are. I'm gonna probably put these on the Anchor. He's got a 3-up save, but they are 5 wounds apiece, yeah.
5 wounds apiece. You know what? No.
Okay.
I won't Demon Forge this. Just gonna see how it does. So
Okey-doke.
hitting on 4s. So 3 hits.
Not bad.
And then wounding on
3s.
3s.
Yeah. It's a T5.
Okay.
Aw, womp womp.
Probably should have Demon Forged.
-1 on the Anchor, so he goes to a 4-up, which we're gonna fail, and we're gonna take 2 damage. But we have the 6-up to ignore, which we roll 9. That's a 5 and a 1. Take 2.
All right, down to 3 for one of them.
That's the guy in the back.
And then Deafy in the back will shoot his shots at your mortifiers. I will Demon Forge for Deafy, just because of that, he needs more confidence.
Right.
Yeah. So here we go. How many shots with the battle cannon? Getting 5.
Oh.
And then hitting on 4s. Okay, 3 hits. Re-rolling these 2. All right. So 3 hits, and then wounding you on 3s, and re-rolling this one. So that's 2 damage. So far, nothing. Demon Forge didn't work.
So 2 wounds on them.
2 wounds.
-2, so 5 up on the Anchorite. I roll 1 5 and 1 3. I fail the 3, so D3.
D3. 1 damage.
1 damage. Well, I have a 6 to ignore. Okay.
That ignores it. Now for the Reaper autocannon, 4 shots. That's a 1 hit so far. Demon Forge, so 4 hits, and then wounding you on 3s, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay. So let's re-roll with different dice here. Okay, so 3 wounds in total.
-1.
Yep.
So 4 ups. Okay.
Made them all. Now for the Chaos Space Marines, I will shoot their shots into the mortifiers. I'm going to spend a command point for the Masters watching.
Oh.
So that's 1 command point, so I get to re-roll my hit rolls on these. Starting with the autocannon here, 4 shots, hitting you on 4s because I moved. And good thing that the Master's watching, because we're going to do better this time.
1 more.
1 hit.
Yikes. I needed this on the first turn, guys.
Wounding you on 3. That's a wound.
Okie dokie. So that's the autocannon, correct?
Yep.
So I have a 4-up. I fail that. It's only 1 damage, so I have a 6. I take that. I'm down to 2 on the Anchorite.
Now for the plasma gun, which I will supercharge.
Ooh.
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling that miss. Okay, that's 2 hits, and then 3s to wound.
1.
Now how many, you have 2 damage left now?
He's got 2 damage left. He's got a 3-up save, so this becomes a 6-up. And they don't have active. Oh, nice. They don't have active faith, so I can't miracle die these folks.
Gotcha. Now for the sergeant, I will also supercharge his pistol, plasma pistol.
Pistol coming in.
And that's a hit. And wounding you on a 3.
Indeed.
That's a wound.
6-up. I'm going to fail that, and that's 2 damage.
Yep.
I have a 6-up to ignore. I take 1.
Now let's see if my pistols can do the rest. 7 shots, hitting on 3s. And re-rolling these misses because the Master's watching. And then wounding you on 5s. Getting 2.
2 wounds. No
Oh.
AP, so I fail 1. I need another 6 to keep him alive. Otherwise, he dies. He is dead as well. I got 1 remaining.
Now for the bikers, we got 3 that are going to shoot at the mortifier, and then 2 that'll shoot at your sister superior. I will spend my last command point to Veterans of the Long War, just because I have a lot of shots coming. So 8 shots first at the sister superior. Hitting on 3s. Okay, good start.
Oof.
And 2s to wound this sister.
Poor lady.
All wounds. 7 wounds in total.
Woohoo! Well, I got you 7 dice right here. And she is dead. Oh, sorry.
Yes, indeed.
Failed 2. That's a miracle die at the end. And miracle die just rolling out of the 1. Cool.
Yeah, I guess leadership is always good. Now 12 shots into the mortifier, hitting on 3s. Wow, that's not bad at all. Now wounding you on 4s because of veterans. It made a difference. There's 3 extra wounds in there, so we have a total of 6.
6 wounds. Up save on the modifier. Because of that, we have, he's dead. Wait, no, he's got 5 wounds. But I have a 6 up to ignore damage. I take all 4.
Wow.
He's got 1 wound left.
Okay. FABIUS Bile will take a shot with his Zyklos Needler. Try to finish you off there. 3 shots with this, hitting on 3s. 1 hit, and I need a 6 to wound you, because you're a vehicle.
Indeed.
Not a wound. Now for the charge phase, I'll start with my HELDRAKE. I will charge both your CANNONESS and your Mortifier.
What do I want to do there? I kind of want to do just a little bit of damage. How many wounds does the HELDRAKE have?
Should have 11.
11? Nah, I'm not.
Maybe 12.
I'm not too concerned.
Not okay. So no Overwatch. So
No Overwatch.
we are in with our 6. And then Mr. Hellbrute will also charge into both,
Bring it on!
getting an 11.
Chaos scum.
And I'll go and I'll touch both.
Yeah, you gotta hit them both. You gotta get near both of them. You just wanna boop boop.
Yeah.
Keep them surrounded.
These Chaos Space Marines are actually good where they are because of the holding of the objective. However, they do have Astartes chainswords. So I do want to attack your Rhino. So let's go ahead and charge it. No Overwatch.
No
I guess.
Overwatch.
And we make it.
Oh boy.
So doing some measurements here, your Mortifier is actually within range of that objective, which is no good for me because I want to be able to hold that at the end of my turn. So my Hellbrute will go first and focus all of his attacks into your Mortifier. 5 attacks on the charge here with this Hellbrute Fist and hitting you on 3s. So only 2 go through.
Oh, wow.
No command points, and this I wound you on 2s. So that's 2 wounds.
-3?
-3.
No safe. Flat 3. He's only got 4 up. They're flat 3 each. It's okay. I can make 6 6-ups. Let's roll some 5 days here. He's dead. There's the last one. Boom. Oh, it ignores 3 of them. It does lash out though on a 4-up. It does. Do I pick 1 or is it everything within 1? Anguish of the Unredeemed. It does D3 more wounds to each enemy unit within 1 inch. So we'll start with the HELDRAKE. We'll suffer 1.
Yep.
And then the Hellbrute itself will suffer 2. You know what? That's the most damage I've dealt all game.
So that is me. I don't think I can pile in closer, not that I need to, because the CANNONESS is not within range of the objective and I touch your base.
Right, yeah, we're all touching base over there. I'm going to not counteroffensive. I believe in the strong lady here. She's got this all on her own.
Okay.
She doesn't need the help.
Then I will attack with Mr. HELDRAKE. The HELDRAKE attacking the CANNONESS with 5 attacks on the charge here, hitting on 3s. Okay. And then wounding you on 2s. All wounds.
It's a 4.
4 wounds.
Proper way to do it is 1 at a time because I do have miracle dice. So I pass. How much damage do you do?
D3.
I'll roll up that D3 then.
All right, D3.
Take 2. All right, so I've got 3 wounds left. The next one, I will pass. And the last one, I got 3 left. I'll miracle die this last. Ooh. I'll roll it. I'll roll it. Ooh, I failed it by 1. I'll use. There's a stratagem I can use. I can't remember what its name is though. I'll spend a command point on Moment of Grace. If I fail a hit wound roll or a save throw, I can modify it by an amount equal to the amount of miracle dice I'm willing to contribute towards it. So I'm going to spend a command point and increase this roll by 1 by throwing away this 1 on the miracle dice because I don't care about the 1. You know what? I'll get rid of a 3 because I'm like, I don't have any use left. I don't care about the 1, but I do have the Repentia. So maybe I do care about the 1 a little bit.
Oh, for leadership.
Right, so this has become a 4 and she's going to pass and she's got 3 wounds left.
Okay. And now for the Chaos Space Marines into the Rhino that are holding the Repentia. So I get 24 attacks that are regular with the Astartes chainswords hitting on 3s, and 6s are Death to the False Emperor, getting a decent amount of 6s. So we got 6 there, so more hits, we get score another 3. And now 5's the wound. 5 wounds, -1.
Wow, I take 2 damage down to 8.
And now 4 attacks with my Chain Axe wielding champion, getting 3 hits with that and wounding you on 5s. No wounds there.
I am going to go ahead with my CANNONESS now. She's going to put all of her attacks into this dreadnought right in front of her. She's going to try and cut it down with her blessed blade. She's got 4 attacks. She hits on 2s, rerolling any 1s. She hits with everything, and because she was charged, her Warlord trait lets her reroll wound rolls. She wounds on 5s. Rerolling. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I probably should have miracle died that. But you know, I got lucky. I got 4 6s. These don't matter because, sorry, I don't have any Sacred Right rules for this. That's just 4 at -3.
6 up save. You're D3 damage apiece, so I gotta make
Yeah.
some of these. So 6 up. Not a single one.
Oh, wow. I am going to roll these one at a time because I do have Miracle Dice for an Act of Faith here. So we're going to do 2 damage, 5 damage.
All right, I only have 1 left, so that's it.
Was he only got 6 wounds? Oh, I thought he had, right, he took 2 damage from the explosion. Does he explode?
Do I explode? I do! Oh, I do!
So it's going to hit my poor Cannoness.
So D3, that's only 1.
She's got 2 wounds left, and your HELDRAKE.
HELDRAKE, 1.
Okay, well, he's taking 2, and I've got 2 left. Good job, lady! Now the Rhino will attack. He's got 3 attacks. 6 is, we got a hit, and that's a wound. No AP. So you are okay.
Okay. So, end of my turn here. I score 6 victory points because I'm holding all 4 objectives for the secondary of Lines of Demarcation. So after looking at the rule, for clarification, I get 4 victory points because you get either 2 points for holding the B objectives or 4 points for holding the A. And I will choose the A, obviously, because that's worth more points. So 4 points there.
I forgot to roll for a miracle die when my Cannoness killed the Hellbrute there. Act of Vengeance, I believe. I get a 3. Rhino Repair on the Sorority Rhino, which still gets it, as opposed to the stupid Imperium Rhino. I got a 3. I don't actually heal there. Unfortunately, in my command phase, I do get a command point. I'm back up to 6. I don't get any primary victory points this turn because, well, look at this nonsense. We got some bad stuff happening here, folks.
Lots of nonsense.
Lots of nonsense. So what we're gonna do is start moving. I have 0 objectives, so let's rectify that and get in this game. I'm trying to figure out how to get around here. So she's gonna fall back and use a stratagem called Judgment of the Faithful. So she's gonna end up to right there. This 2 command point stratagem is going to allow her to shoot and still charge this turn. She on her own is gonna try and deal with the bikers.
Ooh.
We're gonna do some disembarkation nonsense. Now I know I could have the Repentia disembark over here and charge the HELDRAKE. I'm gonna have them in a position where they can go for the HELDRAKE if my Seraphim fail in their duty upcoming. I have 4 command points left. Let's see if I can do some wild stuff, folks. So I'll show you what this all looks like afterwards. So we disembark the Preacher first, moves there. And then we disembark the Repentia Superior, who's just going to stay right there in that corner. And then the sister Repentia disembarked here, and then moved 6 inches in this direction. And then we're going to fall back with the Rhino to about there to leave that opening, as you can see what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so at the end of my movement phase, reinforcement step, my Seraphim show up. I'm going to spend a command point on Deadly Descent, which lets them fire their pistols right now and increases their range by 6 inches. So we are going to have the 4 Infernal Pistols fire into the HELDRAKE, and then the 6 Bolt Pistols are, oh, the Plasma Pistol can fire at him as well. I forgot about that. I forgot she's equipped with the Plasma Pistol. So that'll also go into the HELDRAKE, and we'll supercharge it. And then the 4 Bolt Pistols will just shoot at cultists. I'll start with the 4 Bolt Pistols. They hit on 3s. These are into cultists, and these wound on 3s. 2 wounds, no AP.
No AP. All right, so 6 ups then. Oh, jeez.
That's fine. That wasn't the most. In fact, that's actually even a little bit better for me, right? Yeah. I just figured I'd fire at them anyways. We are gonna fire the Infernal Pistols first. Now there's 4 of them. I'm gonna do them one at a time because of Miracle Dice purposes. We're gonna try and do this all in the proper order here. So the first Infernal Pistol hits. Does it wound? Yes. Now you have to do your save now and resolve the damage as well.
5 up, invult save.
Would you like to re-roll that, or did I just roll the damage?
How many more Infernal Pistols do you got?
3 more.
Go ahead.
All right. Ha!
Oh wait, I don't have a stratagem anyway. I don't have any command points.
Oh, you have no command points. Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1. I command point that 1. I'm trying to debate on. I have 3 command points left. I'm trying to remember what I need them for, honestly. At this point, I think I will command point this. Oh, well, okay.
Geez.
Well, he's taken 3 damage.
That's true.
Next Infernal Pistol hits and does not wound. I've already command pointed, so that's a wash. And then I have 2 more Infernal Pistols. Okay, so they have 12 wounds, right?
Yep.
Okay, so the next one, 3rd one, hits. Okay. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, does it wound? It does. Nice.
All right, 5 up and roll.
Crud. Okay, that's bad. My plan pretty much just fell apart right there. But that's okay. We got 1 more Infernal Pistol to fire. We're going to roll to see if I'm actually going to use a 2 command point stratagem to automatically hit on a 3. And then follow up with a wound roll of a 3 as well. So let me go look to see what that's called. I have 1 command point left. Okay, it's called Faith in the Fairy for 2 command points. I'm going to use this miracle die to hit on a 3.
Yep.
And then I automatically follow up a wound on a 3 with that same miracle die. So now you have to do your 5 up in vuln. I was hoping the 1 into the 1 didn't happen, but it did. Oh well. Okay, you made that one too.
I made it too. Wow.
I expected you to make 1, not 2. What are you doing to me? Plasma pistol supercharged, hits, wounds, and 2 damage.
So, okay, goes down to 7.
Now it's the shooting phase proper. I really wanted to put... We're going to fire this squad. We're going to fire them immediately again, but the Infernal Pistols are the increased range is only for that movement phase. So the Infernal Pistols are not in range. We're going to put the Plasma Pistol supercharged into the HELDRAKE and then the 4 Bolt Pistols into the Cultist.
Okay.
So we'll do the 4 Bolt Pistols first on trees, and these wound on 5s? No, 3s. That's AP 1 because of my Sacred Right. That one is AP nothing.
Okay, so the save. Jeez.
I kill 1 cultist.
Wow. Okay, let's do this one because he's out front.
Right. And the Plasma Pistol, it misses. All right,
Misses.
easy. Last couple things to fire. We'll go with the Sister Repentia, firing or throwing a frag grenade at them. D6 shots, 5 shots, not bad. But does she hit? She does hit mostly. And then these wound on 5s. 6s are a little bit better. We got 1 wound and no AP.
And 3 up.
You're A-okay.
Saved.
We shoot the last pistol at the HELDRAKE on the Preacher. We miss. All right.
Does he hit on a 4?
Yeah, he's a 4 guy. He's a 4 kind of guy. We're going to have, because this HELDRAKE survived, which, you know, I kind of figured if my plan was going to fall apart, it would be at the HELDRAKE. We're going to fire the Wrath of the Emperor into the Chaos Bikers. 2s to hit. Reeling the 1. Hey, and then these are forced to wound because it's a strength 5 pistol. 6s are good, so that's AP 3 and these are AP 2.
Here's the AP 3 shot, needing a 6. Good.
Oh, man.
Here's the 5 ups I need. All right, so 1 goes through. Now, how much is the damage?
2.
So 1 dice.
Yeah, because the bikes did not get updated yet.
Ooh, that's too bad. I don't want to take out my champion.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your champion.
He's got a power fist. So I'll just take out one of these guys.
That is going to bring us to the charge time. We're going to start with the Repentia Superior declaring a charge against the Marines.
No Overwatch.
No Overwatch, so she's going to charge 4, which is... not, it's good enough, but I wanted her to go over there,
Over
you
there,
know?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, she'll just go 4, so she's going to go there. And then we'll have the Repentia declare a charge against that same unit. We're not going to... Oh, man. Yeah, we're not going to worry about the HELDRAKE. We'll just let the HELDRAKE do whatever he wants. So charging... I get to reroll. Ooh. Well, I get to reroll because she's there. Why 4s? There we go.
Hey, Core wants it.
There we go.
I know, right? Why 4?
Why 4s? I'm going to end like that. These 2, nowhere for them to really wiggle. The board ends like right where our units are, so I can't like go any further in that direction. We're going to just use these 2 back here to give that guy lookout serve for if it ever even comes up, keep him coherent. And then we're going to charge my Cannoness into some bikes.
Now, if I had Overwatch, I'd use it, but I don't because I have no command points, so...
It should be a 7-inch charge. Now, she does have Righteous Rage, which allows her to re-roll this. It's an 8.
You got an 8.
So we'll just go into base contact right there. And then we'll have the Seraphim declare a charge against the Cultists, but we'll use an Active Faith. We'll use a 6 and a 3 to make them automatically go 9. They should still be within 9 of them. Yeah.
I think 2 more would have had to die.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing I failed all those pistol shots. Probably should have put them all into the HELDRAKE, but I was kind of hoping to lighten them up a little bit, and I technically did. So we'll use the 9 there, and we'll just go whee. I'm gonna attack with the Superior first of the Seraphim. We're just gonna have them pile in and get some of them near these objectives. It's gonna be harder to push them off there than I'd like. 2 attacks with the Power Sword on 3s, and 3s because it's strength 4 now. So we got kill 1 cultist.
Okay.
And then we have 3 attacks with the rest of them. 3s, because they were a little bit better than your regular Battle Sister. And we wound as well. No, we fail, because we're only strength 3.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they don't have weapons. We got one, folks! And then from there, we'll go to the Cannoness and see what kind of damage she can wreak havoc. Wreak, yes. Down with Chaos, 2s to hit. We got 1 miss. With the reroll. Kind of need them all to hit wound, you know. We are going to be wounding on 3s because we're strength 5. And we get to re-roll because of the charge.
So if you're strength 5, would it be forced to wound?
I just forced wound. Yeah, re-roll that. I keep forgetting. There we go. Oh, womp womp. 1 wound.
6 up?
Yep. I kill 1 bike. Oh, it's D3. I gotta roll. I kill one bike. And then we're gonna go ahead and fight with the Sister Repentia first. No point in really piling in. There's only 6 in range to attack, but they do get an extra attack because of the mission, or the Preacher. And then they're hitting on 4s with all their extra attacks. The 6s don't matter in this case, but they have Zealot. They get to reroll hit rolls. Well, it helped. It certainly helped. I wish the 6s did something cool here, but they don't.
They don't have the passion.
The passion, yes, the passion is the one I would typically take. Well, in hindsight, that would have been amazing.
That would have been, yeah.
3s to wound, and they get to reroll 1s for the Repentia Superior, which didn't help.
6 up save. Here we go.
Apologies. Oh, never mind.
Okay, so 3 survive and 8 die. There was already 1 that was killed.
This is just the champion.
So just the champion left. Wow.
I got the Repentia Superior. Maybe she could do it.
Yep. Now let's put this back and not be crazy. There we go.
Let's see if the Repentia Superior can take him out on 3s. No re-rolling. And 5s to wound here. Oh, we got 3 wounds at AP 2, so she actually probably will take him out.
5 ups.
With the neural whips. Just. He is dead just.
He is just dead.
But that is a miracle die at the end of the phase for me. Ooh.
My turn to attack back with my cultist against her Seraphim. Hitting you on 4s with 9 attacks. Okay, that's... Wow, these cultists are really good.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well.
So I wound you on 4s.
Is that
2 wounds.
2 whole wounds, eh?
Yeah.
3 ups. We fail 1. We're going to lose the bolt pistols in the back there.
Okay. And now with the bikers, my biker champion does have a power fist, so we'll see if your Canoness can survive. 3 attacks on the champion here, looking for 4s to hit you. It's 1 hit.
Okay.
That's all it takes. 2s to wound. That's a wound.
All right, we got 1 4-up invulnerable save. Ah,
You make it.
we're okay.
Now for the other attacks, we got 6 attacks from the Astartes chain swords. So hitting on 3s, looking for 6s for more. So I get another one there for death to the false emperor. So that's 5, and now wound you on 3s. That's 5 wounds minus 1 for these new chain swords.
I could do these. I gotta do them one at a time because this. You know, let me come over there. That's a 4.
Yeah. So that's a save.
That's a fail.
So you got
I'll
one-
take that.
Okay, one wound left.
left. Dang, that's a fail as well. And then these are just got 4-up save, eh? Okay, so I got 1 command point, and I have 2 miracle dice, which I can automatically make that a 4 for 1 command point with an. That is called the Moment of Grace. Or she's dead. Or I command point on a 4-up and keep my miracle dice. I'm gonna get rid of my 1 and my 6. Perform a Moment of Grace.
Yes.
Yes, that's what it's called. Moment of Grace, and pass that on a 4.
Okay.
I still have 2 more saves to make here. I could have brought her back with 2 wounds left if I had 2 command points with.
But you don't.
But I don't. Or I could let her die and spend 1 command point to gain D3, but I'd rather her live. So I have to make 2 4-ups now. Ha! Nah. Destiny says she dies. The light of the Emperor is unfortunately not with her. She goes down. But I'll gain another. I gain miracle dice when characters die. Yeah. I would gain technically 2 miracle dice this turn. I know you can only, this phase, you can only typically get 1, but if you're Martyred Lady and you lose a character, you get 2. And that wouldn't count for the active vengeance I did over there. So let's see what I get. I get a 6. I got the 6 and the 1 back I used to try and keep her alive.
End of the round, going to do leadership on my cultist. So 6 there, and I lost 2, so I'm looking for a 4 or less. And I lose another cultist.
1 boogies.
7 more rolls, over half strength, so 1s. So 1 more runs.
And now that's it. Oh, I do, technically I could gain a miracle die here on them. So I'll re-roll. Nope. So I lost 1 model. So you always have to roll when you lose models, but most people just skip it because, well, I can't possibly fail. But for them, if I roll a 1, I gain a miracle die.
Miracle dice, yeah, that's right.
Now, for objectives, I don't score anything.
Yeah, but you do deny my attrition, don't you?
I think we have to recalculate it because you killed my Canoness. Well,
Oh, you're right, your Canoness died.
so you killed 2 things, and
Plus
I
that.
killed 2 things.
I killed 3 things.
But you killed 3 things.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So I get attrition?
I believe so, because I needed to kill. Ideally on this turn, it was an ambitious turn, folks.
Yes.
If this worked out, I would have been in a great spot. I had hoped to kill them off, which I did. That was the
Yep.
easiest one to accomplish.
Yep.
And then follow up by killing them off with the pistol and then charging in to finish them off. That unfortunately floundered a little bit. And then this was the biggest stretch. Killing this one with 4 Infernal Bolt Pistols. With some help from Miracle Dice and rerolls, didn't quite get there either. So 2 parts out of 3 failed for me there, and I lost the Canoness because of it. But she died in the Emperor's name, and that's okay too.
Beginning of the round, I score 15 victory points for holding 1 or more, 2 or more, and more than Luka.
Yeah,
for
I
the
only
primaries.
I only got the 1.
I gain a command point, bring me back up to 1 command point. And in the movement phase, I will disengage with these cultists. I'll go over here in this direction. I want to make it so these bikers have something to do.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty target for them.
So we got a lot of shots coming this way. Here, I'll go so I'm within 12, so I can rapid fire. Gonna move forward with Defi. Actually, I'll move his full. Let's go there. HELDRAKE will move a little closer. I do regain a wound back for Infernal Regeneration, so I'm back up to 8 wounds on him. Now that I'm done there, let's see, FABIUS Bile, he'll just move up a little, just to make sure. He'll still be within 3 of this, but I want to make sure he's within 18 of your Repentia, so he can Zyclos Needler them.
Give him the pistol.
18
is there.
Oh yeah, okay, so he'll just go like that. Now it's time for the shooting phase. Let's start with these bikers into your Seraphim. So I'll also combine that with the Rhino's shots because it's the same weapon, and I'll hit you on 3s. Wounding you on 3s.
Whoa. Oh wow,
Good
many
amount of 3s. Many 3s.
And 3 ups on them, I suppose. We'll keep the superior till be the last one. Only 2 die. Okay, so we got a bolt pistol dying, and we'll say the not actual infernal pistols will die.
Now over here, we'll have this Defiler pie plate you. So here we go with the amount of shots. That's 3.
3 because of my unit size.
Yep. So hitting you on 4s. That's all hits, and wounding on 2s. All wounds.
Okay, is that 3?
Yep, 3 wounds.
All right, well, you got all hits. Man, you're a monster. All right, 6 up invulnerable save on them.
Save.
We save 1 and D3 damage each.
Yeah, D3, and then so here's the first one and the second one. So 2 each.
2 each. So the first lady's got a 5 up, is alive, and the second lady is sure.
Wow. Okay.
I'm a monster.
Reaper autocannon. 2 hits there, and wounding on 2s. That's 1 wound.
1 wound. They got a 6 up Shield of Faith, and then it's 1 damage, which I ignore that as well.
Wow.
Okay.
FABIUS Bile, a Zyclos Needler now into the Repentia. 3 shots with that, hitting on 3s. It's all hits and 2s to wound here because you're not a vehicle.
Is that 1?
Yeah, only 1.
All right, well, oh, how much damage is this?
This is a flat 2 damage.
Primaris Killer. Well, that will slay 1. I will kill you.
And now 4 shots from the HELDRAKE. Hitting on 4s. That's 3 hits and then 2s to wound. That's 2 wounds at -1.
2 wounds at -1. 6 up, Shield of Faith, and they're 2 damage apiece.
Yep.
So the first lady is dead. Second lady, also dead. We're gonna lose you 2 as well. Because why not?
And now on to the charges. Let's do the Defi into the Repentia. You got no Overwatch, no command points, so
Nothing fancy like
I'll
that.
just go in with my 8 because Korn wants it. And boom.
Works.
Let's put the HELDRAKE in there too. Why not? Oh, actually, you got your priest.
Yeah, the priest is in the way.
Sure, I'll attack the priest.
Oh, you get him. All right.
All right. Oh, jeez.
I'm not gonna bother moving him because he's kind of stuck with the rocks. I'd have to turn around. We know where he is.
Sounds good. Now the bikers into your Seraphim. And we're good. Wow. Yeah, let's go like that, and then boom. I had the distance, I can go like that.
Hello.
No command points for you, so you can't interrupt me, so I'll just start over here with the bikes, starting with the Power Fist, hitting on 4s, that's 3 hits, 2s to wound, that's 2 wounds.
Well, let me tell you, I got 6 ups. Let's both them crushinated. Oh.
And death.
It's a miracle die.
Now over to the HELDRAKE against your priest. 5 attacks with him, hitting on 3s, that's all hits. And wounding on 2s. All wounds. 5 wounds at -1.
Well, that's just Shields of Faith.
Shields of Faith.
Not that one. That one doesn't count. Well, that's 5 fails. Just go ahead and roll 5d3.
All right.
Are they d6? Aren't each? No, they're d6 on the claws, right?
No, it's D3.
I think the claws are d6. They're strength.
No,
6.
this is the HELDRAKE. This isn't the
Oh.
Defiler.
Oh, you're shooting my priest.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a 4-up invulnerable save then.
So how much did you save?
Well, I have no idea.
Okay, I'll check the footage.
So I failed 4?
Yep.
Well, he's only got 4. So he's out of here.
Okay. And now for the Defiler. All right, Defi, 5 attacks here with your claws. These are hitting on 4s.
See, I don't get why he hits on 4s.
This
thing hits on 3s.
I should have mentioned this. I wanted to spend the command point on Demon Forge.
Oh, go for it.
It's the last one. This is the last thing I'm fighting. So, and then 2s to wound, and then Demon Forged.
Reroll. It's
And
5.
that's 5.
5 with the claws. 6s on the save. Oh boy, that is 5d6 damage coming to those 5 remaining ladies.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm gonna roll the 1.
Okay.
She's dead, and then I'm just gonna roll this 4. Dead.
Dead.
Because the other ones are all 4-ups.
Yep.
Or at least 4 more wounds.
Dead.
Fourth one.
Dead.
Close. And last one. I'd still have to roll 2 more.
Yeah.
That's still dead. They only have 1 wound each.
Okay.
All right, they are also mega dead. I get a miracle die when they die, like immediately, I believe. But
And 3 attacks with the Defiler Scourge.
they're all dead. You killed them all.
Oh, you're superior?
That's a separate model. Did you want to attack her with the scourge?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I thought she was part of the same unit, but no, you're absolutely right.
She's an elite choice. Yeah. Or like a non-org.
Let's see if it would have mattered. Okay, so that's
reroll.
and
Reroll.
reroll. So 2 wounds. These are flat 3.
She fails 1 save. She's got 1 wound left.
Okay, so she's left. So that's, I mean, she can attack back, but
I think we're okay there. I have my Repentant Superior and a Rhino remaining, so we'll end the game there. I have 2 victory points. I didn't do so hot this game, guys. I did very poorly, actually.
thanks for tuning in to this Incursion Battle Report. Stay tuned for our next battle, which will be World Eaters versus the new Necrons. Link in the video description below to this battle. It will be exclusive to MiniWarGaming Vault members, so if you're not a Vault member, we encourage you to click on that link and sign up for a free 7-day trial to the Vault so that you can see this battle as well as all of the other Incursion battle reports that we have. We have a library of them in there for you, for your viewing pleasure, and there's a lot of blood and carnage as well that goes with that. Thank you very much, guys. See you in there, and happy wargaming.
And I'm pretty sure the final score, if we play this out all 5 turns, would be 85-2 for Dave.
Wow, that's nuts.
All things considered, because he would have this 1 Rhino left to get attrition for max points. He'd get max points for the mission secondary. And the only downside is bring it down. He only gets 10 points for bring it down because I only brought 10 points worth of vehicles for him to kill. and then for me, I got 2 points because I did something. I killed your Hellbrute. That's where I got my 2 points.
You did.
Okay, so like, not a great game for the Sisters. I apologize to any Sisters Battle fans. I didn't perform that well that game, but like, man, that was a rough first turn.
It was, you know, it's crazy because I'm looking at the chaos list. It's definitely not an overly strong list.
Right, it's just got okay.
It's an all-comers list.
It's got cool stuff, right?
Yeah, it's got some cool things.
It's like Chaos Space Marines. It's not like a Defilers are good. They are, but they're not like can't believe you brought a Defiler. Ugh.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
kind of.
My goal with building the list was a little bit from every unit
Right.
type. You know, I don't think I brought any. Well, I did bring an elite choice. I brought a Halberd.
I would say a Defiler. And you even brought the autocannon on the...
I did, the not so great weapon, right? And
it performed okay-ish.
In this game, it did well.
It did well, yeah. I think most people... I prefer the Bale Flamer. Like, the Defiler, I think, is just worth its points, is what I would... Like, when I think of Defiler, I'm like, yeah, worth its points.
Yes.
That's how I typically think. You got Chaos Bikers, they perform kind of well.
They did, too. I mean, honestly, the previous games, they die right away.
Oh, typically, yeah. Strategic reserves for them is a good idea. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it worked out well in this game. They were able to do some stuff. And they got lucky, too. The CANNONESS not killing them. I fully expected them to die.
Yeah. I want to talk about the studio Mortifiers. I think the Mortifiers are an excellent unit. Though, unfortunately, they were built for 8th edition. And then all of their stuff so radically changed in 9th that you absolutely want them to have heavy bolters because the rule works very well for heavy bolters. It turns them to assault weapons. So you could fire your heavy bolters at assault. They used to have a rule called, I can't remember what it's called, but essentially let them either fire their heavy bolters as assault weapons whenever they want, or fire their heavy flamers as if they were pistols. So if they got tied up in combat, they could use their pistols. Cool. But in other vehicles, they could already do that.
Right.
So if they had heavy bolters, they could also do that. At any point, they could decide their heavy bolters will be assault weapons. So even in the close combat phase, they could say, these heavy bolters I have are assault weapons, so I don't get the -1 to hit in close combat anymore because I'm a vehicle.
Right.
Other than that, that's the only gripe. They're equipped with both weapons. At any point, I know I could just mark a David and say it's this instead of that, which would have performed. Because in the first turn, I could have had them go up and fire all their heavy bolters, and Only hitting on 4s though. It wouldn't have changed the outcome of the game at all. I think going forward, if I'm going to use mortifiers, everyone, I'm probably just going to not play a WYSIWYG because it is a little painful to play them this way. Because the heavy bolters are just so much better. And I like heavy bolters. I do prefer heavy bolters over heavy flamers.
Heavy bolters are really good now.
Yeah, they're 2 damage each now. Especially good on the mortifiers. I wanted to try out, I wasn't able to show it off, and I'll probably be able to do it in a bigger game, was that Retributor bomb I was bringing. Now, all things considered, they would have, if I wanted to put the command points into it, now this is an incursion-sized game, it wouldn't have mattered. Or no, it would have been a lot more strenuous on my command points, because I only had 6. This cost me 3. I can increase the range and damage. Well, I can increase the range on the multi-meltas to 36 and make it so they do +1 damage, but that increases their half range to 18.
Oh, wow.
So that means they get D6 plus 3 damage at 18-inch range on their multi-meltas.
That's totally worth the 3.
That's 2 command points to do that. It's not even that bad, right?
Yeah.
But the extra command point is Holy Trinity, where if the Heavy Flamer, which is 16-inch range for the Retributors instead of the normal 12, also fires at the same target with a bolt gun, which is on the superior. Typically they don't want to get shot at. They want to get the first turn to be able to do all this, but I wasn't going to be in range to do it on turn 1. That's why I didn't take the first turn. They all get +1 wound, and so the 6 multi-melta shots are all that's 6 are all +1 wound,
yep,
and D6 plus 3 damage. And then the cherub would let one of them fire it again, so it would be 8 shots,
yeah,
that are +1 wound, D6 plus 3 damage.
That's a big deal.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because the CANNONESS was with them as well. That was the goal. That would have annihilated any large vehicle, but then they would have just died in return.
Yeah.
So I was hoping that
you would have traded for something.
Like if I traded the Defiler, that's a good trade.
Yeah.
But my plan was to have them somewhere around here, where I would have the Immolator drive up. Had I taken the first turn, the Immolator is going to advance up, or move up the board there, pop smoke probably, and then on my second turn, I would disembark and then have the Immolator protect them against getting charged from this angle, whereas they shoot their weapons over top of it at a larger target. And then hopefully have maybe this guy with the Repentia rush out and charge another threat to protect the Retributors. And then the only real threat to the Retributors would have been these 2 units, which still probably would have been enough to kill them. So that would have been hard to protect them. But I think that would have put me in a much better position. I should have taken the first turn and rolled with the punches. I was a little too afraid of your capability of maybe shooting up my Immolator, getting it down 6 or so wounds, and then just charging it with the Marines inside, and then really kind of screwing up my plans. So my hopes were to stay back in my deployment zone, weather your firepower, rush forward, and or I was kind of hoping you'd come a little bit closer, but you just stayed in your deployment zone and shot me, which was the good call. I thought you were going to come forward for all the objectives.
I was very tempted to.
I probably shouldn't have. Like, I don't know if my what I said changed your mind at all, because I'm like, yeah, if you rush for all the objectives, I'm going to rush out and attack you. But
well, it just okay, because I mean, I've played Sisters against Sisters a bunch recently, right? And so I'm like,
You don't want to get close to them.
I know that they're stronger up close, and plus your Retributors. I mean, like
I
was scared of them, to be honest. Like
before
I had
they
to
were
deal with them.
Now they're even better. Typically, the Sisters probably always want to go first to get into the right position. I made the bad call of going second and hoping to weather the fire. Even though I went second, it wouldn't have helped me at all on my second turn, because you were already so far back.
Yeah.
Right, unless you would have then moved closer. You probably would have moved closer on your second turn, which then I would have lost my vehicle. Then you would have still shot up the Retributors, so I would have still not used them. I should have definitely gone first, without a doubt. But I took the gamble and it didn't work. Not even a gamble, I just made a bad choice.
Well, it was a fun game nonetheless.
Right.
It's fun to see armies that aren't like super top tier or decked out to be super killy, like actually do something. So that was kind of nice. And yeah, so we're going to go on to our second game now.
Yep.
Be Necrons versus World Eaters. That'll be in the vault. So check that out, guys. Thank you very much, and happy wargaming.